Hi again, everybody. Bill Phillips here on a Wednesday. It is Hump Day, as they say. Weekend is right here, right here. It's not off in the distance somewhere. Basically it is the weekend. Let's be honest. It's the weekend, and if it's the weekend, maybe that's a good time to take some paper products that you're looking at. You're like, where I have a pile of paper products here. Where should I take them? I should take them to Valley Converting up in Toronto, Ohio, or down in Toronto, Ohio, depending on what direction you're coming from, or over in, or sideways to, or whichever way you want to go. It's easy to get to. It's Valley Converting. It takes paper products and turns them into new paper products. So helping the environment, helping recycle, and depending on how much paper you bring, you can get paper back in the form of some cash. So if you have a mountain of paper you're saving up and it weighs enough, you're going to get a little cash from Valley Converting. But right now, you know what? We've talked about them enough.
Every piece of paper has a story. What if that story didn't end when you were done with it?
At Valley Converting, we turn your old paper products into recycled paperboard, continuing the story.
Locally owned and operated in Toronto, Ohio, bringing your paper to Valley Converting isn't just about recycling.
It's about supporting a cleaner, greener future for all of us.
We are here 5 days a week to help you make some green by going green.
And remember,
recycle for your future.
Gino Biasi up there in the corner, great man and honored by his family. And Mike Biasi running Valley Converting. If you can, please take the time to do that. It's good for the environment, and we can't thank them enough for sponsoring the 9-minute Phill-Up. Of course, there's always overtime on the 9-minute Phill-Up. We should call it the 25-minute Phill-Up probably. Big Ralph checking in. Good morning, Ralph. Yeah, maybe just a touch. We've got a little bit of a new system, and I thought I had it set up correctly, and then I had to call in reinforcements. Jordan's always here, producer extraordinaire. She's here helping me out, make sure I'm not messing stuff up. And then I had to call Jason because I was looking at the wrong panel, hitting the wrong button, and he got me straightened out. So that's a good thing. So big day yesterday. I know I happened to talk to Ralph yesterday. Big day for the Olympics in wrestling. Cuban wrestler, his name escapes me right now. One is, I think, 5th medal in Olympic competition. Won the gold yesterday. And it was a big day at the Olympics. And during the Olympics, we start with the Olympics, and why not? Jordan, did you watch any Olympics yesterday?
Yes.
Did you? Oh, wait a minute, everybody. Jordan has she is like you talk about the 6 degrees of separation from Kevin Bacon. Everybody actually knows him. Like if you Ashland University, where Jordan attended school for the Blue Hawks, or the Eagles, we call them Blue Hawks. But Ashland has 2 alums. I don't know if they graduated, but they went to school there long enough where they're alums now. And they are competing over in Paris. So Jordan's over there. That's why I keep looking that direction. But Jordan, you have the pole vaulter and female
Katie.
pole vaulting. I believe let me check my schedule. Hold on.
Yeah, I think it's at 12:15 today.
Yes, I have that marked down on paper. Look at this. Official notes. Women's pole vaulting. And she's one of the best in the competition. What's her name again?
Her name's Katie Moon.
Katie Moon, and she had a great. Was she in the Tokyo Olympics? Or
I think she was. I think she was.
Yeah, but she's like top notch. She's going to challenge for the podium.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Yeah. Now, did you know her at all? Or
I
didn't.
She was older than me, like way older. Not way older, but she was older than me. I didn't go to college.
But I'd imagine a pretty big legend up there in Ashland now.
Yeah.
She's going to the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
And then the hurdler.
Yeah.
I graduated. In the 400, right?
Yeah, 400-meter hurdles. I graduated with him, Trevor Bassett.
Okay, and how did he finish up yesterday? Because I know he was in the repechage or whatever they call it.
I don't know how it works, but he qualified for the semis.
For the semis,
yeah.
Okay, so the semis are today, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're pretty excited about this?
Yeah, I'm excited to watch them.
Yeah, Ashland's in the house. Everybody, I talked to a friend of mine. Coach Arlesic, AD over at Steubenville Big Red, and he was telling me, he said Ashland, their program, even though it's Division II program, it's Like its thought process is we're going to get people in the Olympics. We're going to get people to win championships.
Yeah,
we're
their
gonna,
track team has always been so good.
Yeah. So I mean, what is it about the Ashland area? I mean, it's like you know, it's nice, but I mean, you know, it's all of a sudden it's a little hotbed of track and field.
Our track team has always just been like well known. We had, I don't know, Judd Logan was a coach there.
Okay.
And he went to the Olympics.
Okay. Well, that's if your coach is used to
yeah.
going to the Olympics, he's going to want people that goes to the Olympics. That's awesome. That's awesome. So Jordan's in the house. Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. Lopez, 5 straight in Greco. Ralph's a big wrestler. He's got, you know, and a dad, and he's a little girl dad. And he's a little boy, little girl dad. And I'll tell you what, just Zuzu just melts your heart. And then Craig is just he's what, puppy dog tails and all that stuff. And I mean, it is when Ralph is rolling, he's got his hands full. I'll tell you what, maybe he might have to go to Olympics for, you know, wrestling the kids, but they are just wonderful. So Ralph, yeah, thanks for checking in. Hopefully everybody out there checking in. We've got other stuff to talk about in the Olympics. And, you know, Ralph actually said to me yesterday, he goes, you just really love the Olympics. And I went, yes, I do. Because I walked in to the gym over at Cinna, and they put a monitor up for television so you could watch, you know, if the Olympics are on. Women's water polo. You're supposed to be working out. I don't. The water polo goes. It's 3 minutes left in the water polo. All right. Okay. All right. Got done with that. I go do an exercise, and some beach volleyball came on. All right. What are you doing, Bill? Beach volleyball. We're losing to the Swiss. We need to get a point. Come on. You know, it's just out of control. But then, how about Gabby Thomas?
Oh yeah.
How about Gabby Thomas? Mercy sakes. How good is she? I mean, just phenomenal. Yeah, you love the Olympics. I do. Yes, I do. He could be. He started. I'll tell you what. He's always wrestling. He's getting ready. He's pre-wrestling. He'll be ready for the Olympics. Well, he'd probably be ready in 4 years. He'd be about 9. He'd be ready. So. Yeah, the Olympics. And then, but back to Gabby Thomas. I wrote this down yesterday. I watched. I mean, just you want to talk about now. I know primetime. Now, this Jordan, you know this about me. I watch the afternoon stuff if I have time, so I already know what happened. Then the primetime comes on. And it's basically some added stories and everything, but basically you're getting to see the finals. I'll watch it again. I got issues. But it's just, you know, but yesterday afternoon, in the span of about, I don't know, 5 minutes, watching the track and field, flipping over, USA's playing Germany. They go into extra time. They score a goal to grab the lead 1-0. So they win. They're going to the gold medal game, which will be Saturday, I believe, at 11 o'clock in the morning. If you're a soccer fan, you want to watch the U.S. women. They're phenomenal. And they changed it up. Alex Morgan, a lot of people thought Alex Morgan, the veteran, should be that face of the Olympic team. It's not on it, but they're still killing it. Still getting it done. So they're going to play for the Olympic gold. They're going to play Brazil. Talk about that's like a Godzilla versus Kong monster movie in that one. I mean, those are two big countries right there that are just, you know, but it seems like, you know, is Brazil. I mean, it's going to be tough. But we show our resolve, beating the Germans 1-0. Then I turn over to the track and field, and there's the 1500 meter. Jacob Ingebrigtsen is taking on Josh Kerr. That's the big rivalry. Norway against Great Britain. Everybody thought those two were going to be the guys. They were going to be the big event. But Ingebrigtsen goes out so fast, I think he just gassed himself and coming down the home stretch. And then there's Kerr. It looks like he's going to win it. Well, the whole race, the commentator did a great job. The color commentator, the expert analysis, and I don't know the person's name, did a great job saying, well, Cole Hawker from the United States. And we had 3 United States runners right in the pack of about 6 to 7 runners. And so kept saying Cole Hawker's got the best kick in the field. If he's close enough, he's going to have a chance to win this thing. And, you know, I'm watching and I'm thinking, well, there he is. And he's just there and he's hanging around. All of a sudden, he kicks it into gear, runs by everybody, all the favorites and then wins the gold. It was I'm on the I was screaming at the television. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know what else is phenomenal? Valley converting. They turn your paper into gold medal paper. No, I don't know if they could do that, but they're phenomenal as well. But yeah, so Cole Hawker, I just thought it was absolutely sensational. The one race I did not get to see, Jordan. Did you get to see the 200 meters with Gabby Thomas?
No, was it? I don't know if I did.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it. But I mean, how much talent does one person have? She grows up in New England, so I'm partial to New England, anyways, because that's where I grew up. But she was in Massachusetts. I was in Connecticut. The broad shoulders of Connecticut holding the entire region up for everybody out there in New England. You know it. So she goes to Harvard.
Yeah.
Gets a degree. Goes to Texas, gets a master's. Goes to the Olympics, wins a bronze in Tokyo. Goes to the Olympics again, wins the gold, and I guess dominated the race. I still haven't seen it, but just then after she's done with track and field, she's going to run a health program to help people that are underserved. How good can one person be? I mean, wow. Just sensational. So that's the Olympics. So, I know. And people probably like, we need the Olympics to be over because Bill needs to stop talking about them. But, I'll even talk about the Olympics when the Olympics aren't here. Okay. Oh, but we did have this. We thought this one up during the show today. Just a thought. Oh, hi, Karen. Karen's here. Hi, Karen. Maybe Ralph will answer this one too. Maybe Karen will. Okay, we came up with this question. First, it was like, okay, if you could represent any other country than the country you lived in, what country would it be? So everybody was making their comments and stuff. And, it was like, okay, what country is has the nicest weather? What country has the best food? And, picking things out. So then I thought up this one. We added to it. I said, okay, so if you know your lineage, like Ralph's going with Italy. So, he's Italian. So, so Ralph, that makes sense. But so let's say for me, I'm a mutt. I think I have 8 different countries I'm connected to that I've been told by my mom, because she's really into it. So I mean, English, Scottish, Welsh, French, Swedish. Well, I'm not. No, I was thinking of Ian. He's got the. And then apparently now we found out, she found out we might be like 1% Irish. I don't know where that came from. So but the Swedish, the French. I've told the story before on it, but and then. I think Ian actually on his grandmother's side, on the other side, a little German. So he's got about 8. I got about 6 or 7. So which one would you represent that you actually have a tie to? So that might be. So I don't know, Karen, if you were going to go to the Olympics, what country would you represent outside of the United States? Now me, I would always want to represent the United States. But if I didn't, I don't know. I always thought Scottish, but then, the Swedish has always been big in the family. I don't know. So I'm not sure. But it's there's a lot when you have this many, that's a lot to choose from. So yeah, I might be leaning. I like the fact that the French relative moved from France, went to Sweden to fight for King Gustav, and I just thought that was kind of cool. So I don't know. I may go Swedish. I don't know. Yeah, could be. You're gonna have to think about that one. Do we get their special powers during the events? Yeah, you can have all the special powers you want. You can have X-ray vision. You can fly. You can have hearing that can hear through like stone walls and everything. So, I think Jordan. You were gonna go with Poland. I think.
Yeah, Poland.
Poland, and then wait, one of your other ones was Russia. You said you
a little Russian.
Little Russian. Well, how about this? To change topics from the Olympics. How about this? All right, now what like Chinese are amazing weightlifters, do they get their abilities? Sure, why not? Yeah, yes, absolutely. Why not? But how about this one? Jordan mentioned Russia. Today is National Raspberry and Cream Day. It's raspberry season's in full swing because we've been talking about raspberries for like a week now. There's different raspberry cake, raspberry tarts, raspberry. So it's raspberries and cream day because it's in full season. 200 species. I always want to bring some knowledge. 200 species of raspberries. Now, Scotland apparently is the place to go for your raspberries because the soil is the best there for raspberries, apparently. Another little fact: if raspberries will not continue to ripen off of the vine, so like if you have let's say you take an apple down, it's really, really hard. If you let it sit for a day or two, it's going to continue to ripen, and you're going to be able to eat it. It'll be nice. Raspberries, if you pick them green, they're staying green. They're not getting any better. So you've got the raspberries. But Russia, because you're wondering why am I talking about Russia with Jordan? I'm trying to grow some raspberries. Well, Pete, that's fantastic. Pete, and of course you recognize Pete's name because he's out there at the Cambridge Wellness Co-op. So stop by and see Pete. Maybe he'll have some raspberries and a workout for you. So that'll always be good. But Pete, so the raspberries and cream. Here's the deal. Russia produces the most in the world per year. 120,000 tons per year of raspberries. That's a lot of raspberries. Okay. I'm English and hunky. I love it, Karen. I love it. So which country would you go with in the Olympics? Which country would you go with? Yeah, and the great thing is if none of us win the goals, we don't get any special powers like Ralph wants the special powers of Chinese weightlifters. I'll tell you what, the Chinese divers last night on the tower dive, man, unbelievable. They just don't leave a splash. They're fantastic. You get the diving powers. But I think Pete, he's growing the raspberries. So if we don't win gold medal or gold, silver, or bronze, we get raspberry medals. Kind of like the raspberry cheer. We get, people are just, booing at us and everything. All right, National Lighthouse Day. If you're near the coast anywhere, National Lighthouses. Oldest one in the country, Sandy Hook Lighthouse, New Jersey, built back in 1764. Still works. 19th century, at the end of the 19th century, United States, most lighthouses of any nation. But here's the big one. All right, here we go. How about the rock climbers? Oh, they're fantastic too. I thought you were going to say, how about rock, paper, and scissors? They could have that as an Olympic competition. You really could. I mean, really, people get intense with that. They were great. Yep, absolutely. They were great. Unreal. Yeah. So, but how about this one? I love this one. It's National. Well, first of all, before I get to this one, it's National Purple Heart Day. If you know anybody that received the Purple Heart, go up, give them a hug. Because they got that medal for serving the country and protecting everyone. And so Purple Heart, George Washington came up with that Decoration of Military Merit back in 1782. 6 known soldiers in the American Revolutionary War received those medals. And that tradition continues on. So if you know somebody that had earned a Purple Heart, thank them. And if you know anybody that's no longer with us, thank them. So absolutely. White Hat Lighthouses, absolutely. So, she's got your collector. Okay, nice. I love the lighthouses are great. And then, the Purple Heart, absolutely. Got to back the people that get those Purple Hearts because they, I believe, DJs, restaurant over in Weirton, Weirton, West Virginia. If you're listening to this, you're not from the area, but if you come through West Virginia and you're going through Weirton, West Virginia, stop at DJs. They have the Purple Heart. They honor the Purple Heart award winners with a special parking spot right up close to the restaurant. And if you're looking for good ribs, yes, sir. But National Sea Serpent Day. So, I think Jordan, if you saw a sea serpent, basically it's like Loch Ness. It's like Nessie. And then I learned about this 2 Great Lake sea serpents or monsters. I didn't know Pressy and Bessie. I didn't even know about these 2. But they're legends, apparently. And that's the thing that's a mystery. Like if you go out in the Great Lakes and you find them, are they the same as finding Nessie? Loch Ness Monster's out there. It's got to be, right? Because we were talking about Sasquatch yesterday. We were talking about Bigfoot. We're talking about Grassman with Ron. And
no
Jordan
Bigfoot.
said, I don't think so. Yeah, Jordan, what thoughts on Grassman?
No, Bigfoot's not real.
Okay, but Loch Ness is?
Maybe.
Okay, all right. As long as you're with me on that half of it. But yeah, I'm all about Loch Ness. If I went to Scotland, I would definitely go to Loch Ness just to see. It's supposed to be beautiful anyways, but then just to see, you got to go. It's kind of like, how about this one? Went to Oregon. Herbert Hoover, who was the president during the Great Depression, or a lot of people say it was his fault. Now, revisionist history, his house, his childhood home where he grew up. He wasn't actually born there. I think he was born in Oklahoma, and then moved there with his family. But on the tour, they said, well, it wasn't really his fault. And I was like, he was the president. He gets all the blame. It wasn't his fault. When he was the Secretary of the Treasury, basically, he said, we're going to have a problem. We need to fix this. We're going to have a problem. He was sounding the alarm bells and no one wanted to listen because it was the roaring 20s. Everyone was having a great time. Everyone was making money, dancing, going out partying. And Pete's calling you out. Jordan, no Bigfoot.
Nope.
Can't
do it.
Nope. She can't do it. She can't do it. But she is looking for the big raspberry. This could be the medal. So no Bigfoot for Jordan, but Loch Ness. So anyway, but it's one of those things where literally I'm driving by and it says Herbert Hoover's childhood home, and I'm thinking it's the president of the United States home. I gotta go. I'm not one of those tourists that has to go to everything, but it's like if there's something like that, you can learn some stuff. Had to go. So needs to come camping at Salt Fork. Yeah. There you go. Probably could find Grassman, as they call him in Ohio, out at Salt Fork. So we might have to. We got a bunch of things we're gonna have to do. Oh, Ron's here. FDR autobiography tells his story of meeting Bigfoot. I'm looking at Jordan. She's just shaking her head. She said, no, not gonna happen. Ron, thanks for joining the conversation. So we brought you up talking about Grassman. What is going? I got like 4 hair. This drives me crazy. It really doesn't. It's just when I see it, I'm like, oh, I don't know. Anyways, so I think that's about it. I think Jordan's nodding her head like, okay, wrap this up. Let's go. We got things to do. We got a midday show to put together. So anyways, I hope, here's your Olympic schedule for today. If you're looking for some interesting things to watch. First round of women's golf. Weightlifting, Ralph, that starts today. So you can put that on. They should have that on one of the channels. Artistic swimming used to be synchronized swimming. They have the final at 1:30 for artistic swimming. They had a great story about one of the women that's on the artistic swim team for the United States, how she had literally passed out underwater, and her coach had to dive in and save her a couple of years ago, and she had to go through all this testing to prove that it wasn't a heart condition or something. So she did that. It was amazing. Women's pole vaulting final at 12:15. Jordan, who are we looking for? Who are we all rooting for?
Katie Moon.
Katie Moon, everybody. She's going to jump over the moon. Katie Moon from Ashland University in Ohio. The hammer thrower yesterday that won a silver medal on the women's hammer throw. She was from Pickerington, Ohio, just outside of Columbus.
Yeah.
So Ohio representing. But yeah, Katie Moon. Look for Katie Moon in the women's pole vaulting at 12:15. And if you don't catch these in the afternoon, then you can catch them in prime time. Rob Lowe, making a movie in Ozark Family, had a Bigfoot sighting. Ron is bringing the facts. Jordan, he's bringing it. Jordan's just like, nope, not going to buy it. So we'll see. But if Rob Lowe is saying it, I mean, he's a fine actor, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Television star, part of the Rat Pack. I mean, come on. Or Brat Pack. What am I saying? That's Rat Pack. Brat Pack. So, all right, Rob Lowe, FDR. I don't know. Ron's bringing a lot of stuff to back him up. Women's 1500. If it's half as good as the men's was yesterday, it's going to be sensational. A lot of great runners in that one. Should be good. Let's see. Beach volleyball tournament continues. Unfortunately for the United States, no women left for the United States. We won't have a team on the podium for beach volleyball and women's for the first time since 2000. So it's been a long time. But in the USA, thump Brazil 122-87. They'll take on Serbia in the semifinal. And Jordan she's giving me the big rap. She's like, wrap it up. Give them 2 rules, everybody. 2 rules. Have fun. And always try your best. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Thank you to Valley Converting. Thank you, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.